the words, if you want to learn the advanced word, there is no like problem. You can learn it, but learn the usage. How are you going to use that sentences while making a conversation? And after that, learn the easy word also. So if you want to make another person understand, so by that time you are not going to face any kind of a problem. So it will be really easy for you to make another person understand. I think you are quite confident in my opinion.
Okay, thank you,
So,
sir.
so tell me, like, how is your day going, and how are you feeling right now?
Mm, Yeah, sir. Day is going good because firstly, I woke up at 4 o'clock in morning, and as if you know that at this time we are in Ramzan, we are observing the fast, we are reciting namaz and tarawih also, and offering the Quran. So during the Ramzan, the schedule is very busy, and till and till day till end of the day, we are completely exhausted, so we are not able to do anything except doing job.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But if you do any kind of a fast, so in my opinion, I think you are going to feel so strong by the time because God is watching you and He is giving you the power, I think. Hmm?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. And this kind of a things makes you so stronger. Hmm? And you will become so confident about yourself. And I think when you do fast, so most of the times what happens, you are just going to feel so positive by the time. And these days we need, I think, a lot of energy because we are living in the era of technology. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so so may I know your name and where are you from? What do you do?
Okay, sir. So first, let me introduce myself. I don't know whether I was speaking wrong or right, but I'm just trying to speak it so that I can my hesitation and overcome the fear of speaking English in front of the people. Okay. So now I'm going to introduce myself. As if you know that my name is Muzammil. I'm from Uttar Pradesh, and recently I did my graduation in BPA, and currently I'm working in a BPO sector as a customer support associate. And also I'm trying to improve my spoken English language and enhance my communication skills. So that's why I joined a group on Telegram so that I can have a conversation and connect with different kind of people, and I can my practice and I can speak English with them as much as I can.
Okay, that's so great. I think so. One thing, as you mentioned, you are working in a BPO industry. So, do you interact with customer in English or in Hindi?
No, sir, it's not a voice process. It's a completely non-voice process. Actually, the company has recently launched an application by the name of Rush application. Is if customer get any complicated queries and concern associated with that application, so customer raise to us and we resolve their queries on email chat. And it's completely 9 hour based shift. In
Mm-hmm.
this shift, we including 1 hour break. In this shift, we get 1 hour break for having lunch. So I would say that it's completely non-voice process. So I don't need to
Mm-hmm.
interact with the customer over the call. We resolve their
Oh,
queries and concern through email.
mm. Or what about your colleague and what about your boss when you interact with each other? So, do you use English language or do you use in Hindi?
Sir, when I gave my interview, so they took my interview in English only. So I had
Mm-hmm.
prepared for that. But
Mm-hmm.
as I'm working in the company, so I'm in the part of the company, so I can interact with them in Hindi or English in both language. There is no
Mm-hmm.
any kind of foundation that I just need to speak English only.
Mm-hmm. That's so great. I think that's so great. Okay, so do you know about me or should I introduce myself?
Yes, sir, you can. Because I
Okay.
just
Okay, so my name is Ajay Kumar Yadav, and I'm speaking you from Dehradun city of Uttarakhand state. And I am an SSC aspirant, or these days I am running a YouTube channel where I am making conversational videos. And I love to watch movies, and as well as I love to watch English conversational videos.
okay, sir. That's really nice introduction you have given to me. And
Yeah.
so,
Mhm.
sir,
Oh,
can you please suggest me something that how should I improve my English? Because when I messaged you last time on the
Mhm,
YouTube. So it's been 1 month since I joined your group. So
mhm.
and I'm not consistent user, but whenever anyone
Oh,
free in that group, whenever I get the time, whenever anyone is free
mhm,
on that group, so I can connect with them. But still,
mhm.
I'm not improving my English. I'm making a lot of mistakes, and even I'm watching a lot of videos on YouTube and including your videos, but I'm not feeling improvement. So, to
Okay,
improve my English, what should I do?
you think like you are not improving, and as you mentioned, you think like that you are a beginner. But I don't think you are a beginner. You are speaking so well, and you are not
But sir, it's a basic
hesitating.
English. Sir, it's a basic English what I'm speaking. You know, whenever it comes to speak about any particular topic, so I completely get stuck, and my mind was blank. That how should I start, and where should I start, and how should I start speaking about the topic? So this kind of problem I'm facing.
Okay, I think if any individual wants to learn the language, I think so. There are, I think, three things he should be like work on. First, I think asking the question, and after that, answering those questions, and you are really perfect on that thing. After that, you have to upgrade yourself, and later, then, if you connect with any other person, so just try to discuss about any kind of a topic or any hypothetical topic, and if you do that, so definitely you're going to improve. So that's the thing you have to do. Apart from that, I think you do not have to do anything. And I think in my opinion you are on intermediate level. In my opinion, I think what I have observed in you, like when you are speaking, so you're not hesitating. Like, okay, that's your good point, and your intonation is also good, really amazing. You are speaking. If I talk about, if I give you the topic, if I give you any kind of a topic, maybe you are going to feel stuck at that time, nothing comes in your mind. But it depends on the topic, which kind of a topic I am going to give you. So it will be a really new situation for you. So
Right.
when you will be in an uncomfortable situation, so definitely you are going to feel like I cannot answer the question. But do not worry about it. Just from now onwards, from today onwards, whenever you are making a conversation, just try to discuss any kind of a topic, or it can be anything. Start from the really basic topic, for example, like advantages of mobile phone. It's really basic point. You have a lot of question in your mind, and you have a lot of things in your mind, and after that just try to explain those things. Do not be hasty by the time. Choose the topic, after that what choose one point, and after that try to explain that point, in your own words. Do not try to copy the topics. Like, there are a lot of websites. If you search any kind of a topic, so there are a lot of content you are going to find. But it's not a test. You have to express your opinion. Or so by the time, just express your opinions, whatever is coming in your mind. Try to make points, try to generate new ideas in your mind, whatever comes in your mind. So if you do that, so you're going to upgrade. And now you are on the intermediate level. So if you want to upgrade yourself from intermediate level to advanced speaker, so it will take some time. Okay, most of the people, they stuck at the intermediate level because after that they don't practice. So you have to
Yes.
just do the practice. After 2 or 3 months, definitely you are going to improve. And you are going to speak about any kind of a topic. And one thing also, Muzbil, like there are different kind of English is there, formal English is there. If you go in a IT industry, they speak in a
Yes.
different manner. Lots of idioms or phrases they use, and they used
So at
advanced
this time,
structures.
everyone is speaking advanced level English. Everyone. Whenever I watch any kind of video on YouTube, so there are a lot of content available about the idioms, and they are using new idioms, and they are using new phrasal verbs. So I just don't understand sometimes.
Okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, like just try to improve yourself, or that's how you're going to become advanced speaker when you start working on phrasal verb or idiom or phrases. But you should go on those topics, I think, or on those phrasal verb after, when you are really expert in answering any kind of a question. If I give you any kind of a topic, so if by the time, if you will be answering that question without any fear, if you do not have any kind of a hesitation, so just go. Just, I think that then you should, I think, work on those phrasal verbs. I think first try to express. Try to express yourself. Okay. And give yourself time. Do not be hasty and just accept yourself first. Okay. And you're speaking so well. Why are you saying like when you
Thank you, sir,
texted me?
so much.
So when you texted me, so I was thinking maybe you may be like a beginner, but you are not a beginner. Okay. I know beginners how
But
they
sir,
speak.
I consider myself beginner, so that's why
Yeah.
I just want to
You can
talk to
change the word. You can change the word. I consider myself as an English learner, not
I
a
consider
beginner.
myself as English learner. So it would be
Yeah.
good, I think. Oh.
Mm-hmm. That will be really amazing, I think.
But
Yeah,
you know,
and
sir,
just
I would like to tell you one thing that a few months back I joined a English institute. So,
Mhm,
teacher in the institute always, taught me some kind of phrasal verbs and idioms and normal vocabulary. So I mean to say that by doing all these things, I was not feeling improvement in my English. So that's why I left the institute because I thought if I come here constantly, so I don't think I would be able to improve my English. So after 2 and 3 months, I left the institute because I was not feeling improvement. But when I started watching YouTube videos,
mhm,
like your videos and many other videos on Facebook on YouTube, so I felt improvement little bit improvement, but I felt you know. So,
yeah.
but I
You,
I have I have found improvement after going the center, but I found improvement by watching the videos. And I always try to speak what they are speaking in videos, and I always try to observe how they are having a conversation in videos, how they are framing the sentences. But you know, I am also not good at grammar, but I know basic grammar but not completely. But I
mhm.
know prepositions and modals and basic tenses. Just that's it. Apart from that, I don't know anything else. I just
Yeah.
completely forgot what I have studied in my childhood. So I just completely forgot about that because that is
Okay.
not in my practice. English is in my mind, but is not it's not on my tongue. So and it's our second language. So that's why and you know most important thing is that I don't have any environment, and I don't have any partner whom I can speak with. So that's the biggest reason why I'm not able to improve it as soon as possible I can. But
Mhm.
think it's going to take a lot of time to indulge into this language. But how as you said that you have improved your English within 3 months only.
Mm.
I think you
Okay.
have improved yourself a lot in 3 months, and you had studied very hard towards English.
Yeah, yeah, like definitely. I think if I speak about myself, so I have been learning English for 1 year. But by the time I was not consistent. I started like on March 15th, and that was the second time I started. But after that, I gave up, and because I did not have any friend, and they were not talking to me, and they were not like respecting my time. I used to call them, they were not picking my call. So this is the really headache. By the time, it was a really headache for me, and I had
Nobody
friends.
expected to talk to us in
Yeah, yeah,
because
nobody
ultimately
want.
we are from India. So that's the problem of India's people. They whenever I try to speak English with anyone, so they start laughing at me. They start pass the comments on me that why are you trying to learn English? What is the need of learn English? You already have your own language, and that is Hindi. So just speak Hindi. Why are you trying to become Angrez?
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's a.
so that I just completely get frustrated and irritated to hear this about me. So I just I just give up. And on the other hand, what I think is that if no one is interested to talk to me, so it's okay, I'm fine with it. I have internet, so I started looking for a partner on internet. And a few I mean once week ago I installed an application by the name of Anangrez application. So sometime I practice on that application. But you know what is the happening on that application? There are a lot of boys who are looking for the girls only on that application. And you know they just interested to connect with the girls only. If their call get connects with the boys, so some of them disconnect the call, and some of them use bad words, bad language, and abusive also. So so sometime I get irritated and I give up. But as if I already said that I'm trying to focus on my purpose, that why I'm here, why I'm using this application. So if
Mhm.
someone is abusing, if someone is trying to demotivate me, so it's their perception, it's their language to talk. I should focus only on my purpose. That why I want to improve my English, because it's my goal, it's my dream. No one is coming to help me. No one is going to support me.
Hmm.
It's my completely my responsibility to fulfill it.
Mhm.
So if
Yeah,
I,
but mhm.
yeah,
Please
please
go
go
on,
on.
go on. No, no, you go
No,
on, please. I interrupted
I
you. Please,
saying
please.
that
You are.
about me, that if I don't have sometime, if I don't have anyone, so I just get stand up in front of the mirror and try to talk to myself only.
That is great. That is great, I think. Hmm? And whatever you have, sorry, whatever you said, it's, I think, absolutely right. I think, in my opinion, and I think I also like use different kind of application to enhance my communication skills. And the same thing I was facing by that time. And I think 2 days back, I uploaded a video and I was discussing about good environment and bad environment. So, like, it is really easy to create an English environment these days, but it is really hard to find a good environment where people will motivate you and they will say to you, okay, you can learn the language. Hmm? Most
Right.
of the times, if you start speaking with someone, so they are going to demotivate you, I think, most of the times. And especially they are like your family members sometimes. They tease you, like, just they tease you, your friends and friends, I think, almost, I think. And sometimes some stranger also, if you start speaking in English, so they look at you, oh my god, like, he lives in India and he speaks in English. Hmm? He's speaking in English. So this kind of a things, they do that. And because of that, we are so, like, when we start speaking in English, so we feel hesitate. Hmm? So that's why I think environment really matters. And if you have a good environment, so you can learn the language. And after that, there is only one thing: you have to do the practice daily and be consistent. And after that, you will see the result, I think. Hmm. You are
Yes,
absolutely right, I think.
I'm trying to practice as much as I can,
Yeah.
and apart from that, I'm using that application also, and I'm using your group. And in
Hmm.
that group is if someone is free, so I connect with them and try to talk to them, so
Okay,
that I
okay, cool.
can remove my hesitation and overcome the fear of speaking English in front of the people.
Definitely.
So it will help
Okay.
me a lot, I think.
Okay, okay, okay. That is great. Okay, can you tell me about your experience regarding the group? Like,
Group,
when did you join the group, and after that, how did you feel? And like, what about the people? Are they good? Do they speak
yeah,
with
so
you real nicely?
most of the people are completely good on that group, cause
Mm.
and some of them are good, some of them are intermediate level, some of them are advanced level, some of them are beginner. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say that they are very humble and polite, and some of them talk to very politely and humbly. And if I'm making any kind of mistake, so they correct me
Oh.
also, and they used to tell me that you are making mistakes, you are making grammatical mistakes, you are making normal mistakes. So and I don't know all the people, but I just connected with some people only.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some particular people I had connected with, but I don't know about that. But the people I had connected, they were very good and humble, and they talked
Okay,
to me
okay.
very politely.
Okay, whoever you connected in that group, so all were really good. Okay, that's the thing I really would like to
And
know.
you know, sir, most important thing is that you are providing the great opportunities to the people who don't have a good environment of English, who don't have any partner whom they can practice with. So it really means a lot to everyone that you are providing the opportunities to people. So they are speaking English. They are trying to speak in English. They are doing their practice. So you are doing really great with your career. So it's very your work is very appreciative, and the I mean what should I say that the thing what makes you different from the other is the way is that you is the way you talk, and you are very humble and a kind-hearted person.
Thank you so much, Musbil. I think it means a
No,
lot
sir,
to me. It's really
seriously,
sweet.
I'm telling truth about you. and all the people appreciate you always in the group, that Ajay sir is very good, and he is providing opportunities so that we can improve our English, as we don't have environment. So they joined us to this group so that we can get more fluency by practice, so that we can get good command over this language, because English is just a language. The more we practice, the better we become. And English will come by practice and speaking. I mean to say that if we can't we can improve it only by practice. There is the only way we can improve it.
Mhm. Mhm. That's so great, I think. And I will tell you the reason also, like why did I create that group? I think few days back I was speaking with someone, and after that, she told me like she does not have any kind of environment, I think. And most of the times, I think most of the people they just watch the videos, and they just watch the videos again and again, one creator, then second, then third, then fourth, and they are not doing any kind of a practice by the time, and because of that they are not going to improve also. And there are a lot of free application is also there, but as you mentioned, there are a lot of people comes and everyone can access those application. So you have to do filter a little bit filter. So I tried to do a little bit filter. So I created the group, and if anyone wants to join the group, and if they are serious, so if they text me, then I will add them in the group. And there is no like I have not given the link in anywhere. So because of that, if any like the person who is not interested and he or she want to join the group, so they cannot join the group. So because of that, I think sometimes like filtration is there, I think. So filtration is really important. And there is a way you can do filter in free application also, but for that you have to just give your time. You have to find the people. You are going to find good people, but you have to give the time. So I'm just saving their time.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Hope they will learn, I think, something. And I'm also like exactly like you. I'm also like a English learner. Day by day, I do practice. I also like just try to talk with someone, and so generally I talk with myself when I get the free time, and I connect with a lot of people, and yeah, that is good, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Whenever we get the time, so we should do practice to
Yeah,
improve.
definitely. I think practice is the only key. As you mentioned, like you joined the coaching institute at that time. By the time, I think, and they were teaching you some kind of phrasal verbs or whatever they were
Because there
telling
is
you.
no environment of speaking, so
Yeah.
that's why we are not able to improve to go there. So
Mm.
it's better
I
to, yeah, yeah.
uh, okay. First you complete, then I will. Please go on.
So saying that it's better to practice sitting at home, and we should take YouTube's help. So there are a lot of content available on YouTube. So and they on the YouTube every problems of solution, whether it's about learning anything, whether it's about any kind of problem. So we can get any kind of solution on YouTube, and we get a lot of knowledge through the YouTube. So and you
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of channel available. There are a lot of teacher who are teaching English, whether it's about grammar or whether it's, speaking English. That how can we practice of English? How can we start speaking English if we are beginners? So we should not join any kind of institute, but we can take help from the YouTube.
Mhm. I think, in my opinion, there are a lot of coaching institutes are there, but their method is too, you can say, wrong. They just try to teach the rules, but they don't tell you the context also. And the reason is because there are a lot of students, and they cannot pay attention to every student also. But I think if they change their method somehow, little bit they change, and they conduct any kind of spoken classes where they are giving the chance to the learners so they can interact with each other, so that will be good, I think, in my opinion. First, I think 2 or 3 months they should worry about, they should teach the, I think, grammar rules, but after that there should be a class where they teach where they give the chance any English learner to interact with each other, any kind of a group or sometimes. And if I talk about me, so here I think here there is no coaching institute who provide this kind of opportunity, I think. Sometimes they give all, but they say like that, just speak on 3 or 4 minutes, not more than that also.
Right.
And it's not possible also, sometimes not possible also, but if they do some kind of activities, so it is going to help them, I think. If you go in any coaching institute, so you are going to learn the grammar rules only, I think, in my opinion. Or if they teach you, if they provide you any kind of an environment also, so they can provide you the environment just for 1 hour, I think. But apart from that, you have to come home, and after that you have to do the practice. So it's all about the, I think, practice. And always remember, I think, English is just a language. It's a tool to communicate to people. So it's not. It's like it's not all about rules. If I talk about the speaking, so you have to just communicate as much as you can, and just try to express your views. If you are able to express your views without any hesitation, and if you are able to, so definitely it like you are good. You are a good speaker also. And day by day, you are going to learn everything. Like how can you speak? How can you tackle that question? Sometimes English is about creativity also. If someone
Yes,
asks
sir.
you any question, so how can
Everyone
you
has
say?
a different method to express themselves.
Yeah, definitely. And so many questions, I think. But I have observed also, if you start talking to someone, some stranger person, so they have their own, you can say, personality. So they will start asking you some question related to geography or history. So they don't make a conversation. They don't make the conversation. They start telling about the facts or everything. Like it's not good, I think. You should make a conversation. You should not like try to teach the another person about the some facts. It's not like a GK class. It's like a you have to make the conversation. So
Make a
sometimes some people, hmm
We should take
because
different topic on the regular basis.
I think the topic where you can discuss, not choose the topic where you cannot discuss. Like not choose any kind of a science topics, general topics. I think
Okay.
it can help you.
So that
And
we can improve easily.
yeah, yeah. Or as I always like say that, like if I talk about me, so whenever I speak with someone, so I've always tried to express my feelings. I don't know like whether I'm speaking wrong or right. So most of the times I do that thing. So it is the better method. I think it works for me. And sometimes the method which is going to work for me, it sometimes that method is not going to work for you. So just try to try different kind of a techniques, and whatever works for you, so it is good, I think. And whenever you are going to find your own technique, so just like do practice daily, and after that you will see the result, and you're so good, I think. So do not worry about anything.
But I don't think so that I'm good at English, and I don't think that I am feeling improvement. I'm still making a lot of mistakes.
Okay, so like the thing is, like in English there is a like
So, sir,
you can say.
I would like to ask you one thing that should I work on grammar or not? I mean to say that there are a lot of videos, so I should watch that videos. I mean conversation videos, or should I need? I mean, do I need to work on the grammar also?
I think if I talk about the grammar, so you can work on the grammar, but I think there is a channel, I think I can suggest you. There is a like I always suggest that channel also all the time, English with Chandan. So you can watch any one of his videos, and I think what thing is really necessary, I think, in my opinion, some sentences you can learn from him if you are getting any kind of a doubt, like I don't know how to use this word. Phrasal verb also, like you were talking about. So you can learn phrasal verb from him. Just watch any one of videos, just type phrasal verb and English with Chandan. After that, you will going to find some videos. So then watch that videos, and after that, you will know the meaning of phrasal verb and how are you going to use it. Okay. After that, you just try to use that thing while making a conversation with someone. So this thing you can do it. Apart from that, you do not need to worry about, I think, a lot of grammar. You are good. And just work on your fluency. After that, when you are so fluent, when you can express your feelings without any hesitation, so just after that, there will be a little bit kind of a like English grammar rules, because English grammar rule is so there's so many rules. If you try to like learn about the rules, so you are going to feel mad at that time. There's so many rules.
I will get
More
stuck
than
in
the
that
math.
rule.
Yeah, yeah. And you will say like, okay, I'm speaking in English, whether I'm speaking right or wrong. So it will come in your mind.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So just
This is
was
what
that.
is happening.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Do not worry. You are speaking good, I think, and you're using the good structures also, I think. Like I am. And Just do that thing and just believe in yourself and be confident. This is the, I think, main issue. A lot of people cannot like speak in English. They have self doubt. Hmm?
Mhm.
So do not, okay, do not worry about it. Just try to explain and be confident always. If you make a conversation with a native speaker also, the way you are making a conversation with me in future, if you get the chance, so just make the conversation like that. They are going to appreciate you. They are going to appreciate your language also. Hmm? They're
Because
only Indian.
there are a lot of I mean native speaker on that application what I'm using. So sometime whenever I connect with them, so they appreciate me and they say that you are from India and you are speaking very well and don't worry about anything. You just
Hmm.
need to practice only and don't
Yeah.
break your consistency. If you want to desperately improve your English, so you can do it by practice only. And apart from that, don't think too much whether you are speaking wrong or right, just try to speak only, and
Yeah.
after some time you will get more fluency automatically. You didn't even come to know that when you got more fluency.
Yeah, definitely. And day by day, are you going to
but
improve? And
indian
there's so
people
many.
make joke but Indian people make joke in so
That's
but
what I'm saying. Like,
uh,
Indian, that's so.
India
Not
is
all
India.
of, not everyone, but
Yeah, no.
some people.
just few people are just few people have negative thinking because they don't want to do anything. They are not interested to learn something new, so that's the reason. If anyone wants to do anything, so they start demotivating themselves.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Do not worry about those people. I think after 1 year, you will be in a really good level. They will not be able to mock you by the time. you know, it's definitely going to happen. Just for,
But sir,
but if you want,
it's been 1 month since I started speaking English, but I think I will take 4 or 5 months to get more fluency. I think
yeah,
as of
definitely, definitely. And what I was saying, like, there's so many aspects. For example, like pronunciation is also there, and apart from that, so many things are there. I think in grammar also, other things are there. When intonation is also there. So do not worry about anything. Just try to express, and day by day, like you are going to learn the language by just practicing. You are going to learn the grammar also by practicing. You do not have to like read the books by the time. Just do the practice, I think. Just watch the videos, just watch good videos. Try to observe them, and day by day, everything you are going to learn, I think.
your videos are also good, and mostly I watch your videos because you speak very basic English and you speak very easy structure while speaking. So that's why I try to prefer watch your videos.
Thank you so
That
much. Thank you
helps
so
me a
much.
lot because your what kind of I mean whatever kind of word you use that are completely easy words. I can get that word easily.
Yeah. And I think what I have observed also, because when I started learning the language, so by the time I was watching a lot of videos and they were really fluent in the language. For example, I used to watch a YouTube channel. The name of the channel is Tried and Refused Production. So it's really good. Like I love that guy. The way he speaks, the vocabulary he uses, amazing. Like, and but he is really an amazing speaker, so you're not going to get the words really easily. He uses really heavy words, really heavy words. And by the time I was watching, I was getting, but I could not use those words while interacting with another people.
I also
So
do not use that kind of words, sir. I just try to learn that kind of words and try to keep them in mind. But when it's come to speak in English when it's come to have a conversation with someone, so I immediately forget that word and I keep thinking that what kind of word I have learned, and I just completely forgot. And
mm-hmm.
this kind of problem mostly I'm facing while having a conversation. But I'm
Okay,
still
so
working on it, and I will not break my consistency and I never give up. I just keep
yeah,
trying.
that's a spirit. Okay, and if I talk about the, you can say hard vocabulary, and those are not hard vocabulary, but sometimes there are a lot of different kind of a structure they use. And because we are beginner, and they have been practicing in English for I think 5 years,
But
6
you are
years, seven,
not
eight
beginner.
years.
You are not beginner. You are advanced level,
No,
and
no.
I think you
I,
don't need to learn anymore. You also, I mean, you already have improved, and you
yeah.
start teaching to the students.
Oh my God. I have to learn. I have to learn a lot of things. Maybe in future I will do that. So sometimes that's why like I go on that Telegram group and I just try to talk with people also. Sometimes whatever I've done. But it's hard, I think, to talk a lot of person.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
But
Because
whatever,
there
but
are
I
a lot
was.
of people. Because there are more than 100 people on that group, so it's very difficult to have a conversation with one by one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think definitely. I think it is like that. I think. Yeah, but you know, few minutes ago I was just telling like if you are a beginner, for example, beginner or intermediate level, so you should not watch any kind of a like really you should not follow those speakers who are using a lot of advanced vocabulary because maybe you will get the vocabulary or also structures also really easily, but you are not going to use it. So I think watch those people who uses really good vocabulary also. I think there is a channel called Learn with Sam and Ash. She like there are two person I think. First is Ash and Sam. They both are Indians. So they speak really nice. They uses the really hard words, but in a
Mm,
really like in a really simple tone that you are going to learn the those words also really easily. So there are so many channels I think you are going to find on the YouTube also. But there's some another channel also. They use different kind of a set of structures. So those structures are not going to help you also. Hmm?
right, right.
Mhm.
So initially, we should
Ah,
work on easy words only.
yeah, yeah. I think like I think if you are learning a hard word also, for example, if I use the vulnerable word, vulnerable is like a tricky word, I think. Sometimes, for example, yesterday when I was making the conversation and I could not utter a single word, so I was in a vulnerable state. So
Right,
you can
because
use it.
at this time I'm in the learning process, so I should get easy words only. I should not focus on the heavy words and advanced level words. First,
No,
I should work on my fluency. After that, if I get the fluencies, if I get more fluency, so after that I can use advanced level kind of words.
yeah, yeah, definitely. No, you can use advanced word also, but whenever you are using it, so you should know the easy word also. For example, vulnerable I use, the easy word of vulnerable is helpless. Okay. So helpless, everyone understand. Everyone, like beginner also they understand. But if I say vulnerable, so they are not going to understand. For example,
Mm.
there is a word procrastination. So
True.
the
I
easy
have
word
this
is
word
delay.
in morning only. Today
Huh.
morning I have heard this word.
Oh my God, this
What's
is
the meaning of this word?
if you just procrastinate your work, if you delay your work, for example, if I say to you like do this work and you're not doing that work, so I can say that like you are procrastinating your work, just do that work right now. So the easy meaning is delay. If you are delaying your work, so
Mm,
delay, just replace the delay word with the procrastinate. Or I can use like a noun also, like are you a procrastinator? Procrastinator means a person who delays their work. So that's how you can also use it. Or do not you I think this sentence also you must have heard that like do not procrastinate your work. If you procrastinate your work, so you are going to face a lot of problem. So these are the words. If you want to learn the advanced word, there is no like problem, you can learn it, but learn the usage. How are you going to use that sentences while making a conversation? And after that, learn the easy word also. So if you want to make another person understand, so by that time you are not going to face any kind of a problem. So it will be really easy for you to make another person understand. Or if you are making a any kind of a sentence also, so what you can do, just replace the, you can say that helpless word with the vulnerable. Like I can see like there are a lot of there are a lot of helpless kids sorry, there was a lot of helpless kids I saw yesterday. So instead of saying helpless, you can say there were a lot of vulnerable kids I saw yesterday. So any kind of, just you can make, you can just enhance your vocabulary. uh the main thing is you know that thing, or you know the context. So knowing the concept is really a big thing, I think. Okay, so whenever you are learning anything, just try to know the context, just try to connect with yourself, your basic situation, so it will going to help you. This is the really main thing. It's not like you have to mug up the rules. You should not mug up the rules. That's why when you try to translate Hindi from English, so you are going to make a lot of mistakes, I think.
Yes,
So
right. I agree with it. Because whenever I
that,
try to whenever I try to make English to the Hindi, so I face a lot of problems.
mhm. Sometimes I think 60 or 70% it is going to work, translation part, but sometimes it is not going to work for you. And why we say like that, I think most of the people, I think if you listen any kind of people who are tutors, so they say like they just think in English, do not think in Hindi. So by that time, if you're thinking in English, so definitely you will be fluent by that time. If you translate, so it will take some time. So that's why a lot of people, when they start speaking in English, they are so good, but they take pauses because first they
Yes,
think in Hindi, then they
they
think in
use
English.
pauses and fillers.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
celebrity also.
yeah, everyone uses it, and it's not a big deal, I think.
Yes, yes, it's
Just
not a big deal. We should take pause and use fillers because
mm,
ultimately we are from India, so it's not our own language. So definitely we will take the pauses and use the fillers while having conversation. So we should be fine
or
with it. We should not think more about it.
or everyone uses the filler. Like if I talk about like the way we speaks in Hindi, so we never say the things over and over and over again. We never we just take the pauses, we add feelings. Sometimes if we are angry, so we say the things really fastly sometimes or in an angry tone. If we are making a conversation, so we are so slow, we are just try to share our ideas. So that's the way, like the talk. So you just have to relate. Like language is like all about these things, expressing your views. So this is the thing. Try to notice, try to like observe the native speaker also when they start speaking in English. And the way sometimes there are a lot of people, I think they're from America, I think. So they speak really fast. So that's their culture. That's their tone. So you do not have to copy them, and you will become like them if you do practice. So means or 2 or 3 years, but it will take. But you have to just do not lose your originality, I think. Just be original. So people are
Yes,
going to like you, and people are going to understand you also.
yes, yes, right.
Hmm. Okay, so oh my God, it is 42 minutes.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah,
let's
and
end up the call. And in
yeah,
future, definitely we will connect again after
definitely. And
2 or 3 months once I improve my English. So we will definitely connect.
and just remember, I think Muzmil, you are speaking so well. Okay, do not worry about anything.
Thank you
I
so
don't
much,
know,
sir.
but
You have
you.
boosted up my confidence, and it really means a lot to me that you have appreciated my English
Yeah, that's really good. I think
and you gave
really
me the
basic.
chance to speak with you.
And
It really
there is
means a
some.
lot to me.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And it is a pleasure for me to
So,
connect with you. Mm.
thank you so much, sir. So let's
Mm.
end up the call, and thank you so much, sir, and have a good day.